Hey guys, just want to give a little bit of an update here on the markets today. I'm going to start off with Aurora Cannabis, getting hit pretty bad after hours, down about a whole dollar after being up almost 20% at one point during the day. You can see what happened here, a big rally, which looks like to me it was a lot of short covering going into earnings. Um, as you can see now, shorts probably piling back on, driving the stock down. Uh, and I did hold into earnings. Usually I don't like to do this, but I still like the stock going into the elections based on the possibility of a Democratic sweep and talks of nationwide legalization. So yeah, it can be down dollar after hour. So I don't really care right now. I think that this stock and the whole sector are going to be accumulated by major players coming into the election based on the possibility of Democratic sweep. Um, the reason why I held into earnings is because, and I was thinking about taking profits, but the last time we had earnings was on 514 right here, and you have almost the same exact pattern. It kind of broke through this key level about 650 here, and then we had a nice rally, and then gap up, gap up. So that was, to me, it was worth the risk because even at 630, I'm basically just a little bit under break even. So it was worth to roll dice to me. Um, but yeah, anyway, still like this stock a lot going forward. So let's go ahead and jump over to the S&P really quick. Yesterday I talked about this being maybe a relief rally. We're kind of like coming up into the middle of the week. Powell's going to talk. He's not going to talk the market down. He knows he made a mistake last week. We had a nice little bounce here today. Um, haven't gotten quite back up. Well, we did just barely get back up to gap fill, and it looks like we're about to retest the 50 moving average and this yellow trend line here. Now, what I want you to pay attention to is look at the volume here. I mean, 66 million, 63 million, that's not terrible volume. It's right about average, but look at the sell volume in comparison, right? Look at the sell volume. Let's take a look at the Qs, same thing. Less than average volume, and then sell volume, big, 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 big volume here. So this to me is a relief rally. I think we're seeing a nice bounce. I think we'll see a bounce this week. I mean, look, we had a big drop down, we had some consolidation, uh, tried to break down, found some support, and I think that when this thing pops up, and if we can get back up into the 20 MA area or this trend line area, I'd be looking to acquire some shorts on the way down. I don't think this market's done selling yet. All right, so let's jump over to the GLD real quick. I am in the AIU calls for January. I didn't like this. I said I didn't like this that much as a swing trade yesterday, but after this little hammer candle, I really just wanted to pull the trigger on a position. Um, it's a really small position in AIU January 18 calls. I'll just look at the AIU so you can see the actual thing. It's basically the same thing as GLD. But yeah, I liked, with this hammer candle here, it looks like almost as if there's kind of a false breakdown, a bear trap, something like that. So if this does trade up a little bit, maybe up to gap fill, I'd probably look to take profits there, even maybe get up to $19, we'll see. But again, it's really small position, just trying to not overcommit because I really don't necessarily love this level to buy at for a swing trade, but I thought it was worth a shot in the dark in any case. So gold down, it was still kind of weak today, so we'll have to see how it looks going into the end of the week. But there's that. So, and then really quick, I want to take a look, give a little update on BP. Um, had a nice open, filled the gap from Friday, and kind of faded out throughout the rest of the day. Although, I still like this. I still think this can get a bounce. I am looking for it to at least fill this gap up here at 1950, 1950-ish. See, it closed 1956 from Thursday. So I think that's still a good short-term target and should be a nice little profit on the calls that I picked up. And same thing with Exxon. Exxon flushed out towards the end of the day, but if it can hold $35, I still think it bounces back up as well. And then we'll look at crude really quick. Yeah, crude here, which I am short. So in a way, I'm kind of like in a bit of a hedge here because I'm short oil, but and long a couple of the energy companies. Um, Really kind of just pulling back off of the moving average necktie here. I still think crude goes lower. It may chop around sideways a little bit. Uh, I think that it did pop up because of options expiration. They didn't want to pay out all those $40 puts. So we got a nice bounce last week, and I think that this thing will go back down to $33 to $35 in the near term. All right. So that's all I got for you today. All right, guys, take care.